Imagine this. A young man scrolls through his phone, laughing at memes, looking at posts, and sending memes to his friends about how women can't drive or women are too emotional to drive. No questions asked. It's just humor. But memes like this aren't just jokes, they can be used as cultural weapons. Today I ask, how does participation in modern meme culture influence the development of misogynistic attitudes among young men in the United States? To answer this, I used memetics, the theory of memetics. This theory views cultural content like memes as mind viruses that replicate and evolve based on how well they can exploit our cognitive biases, not based on how beneficial or true they may be. I analyzed current research and examples of misogynistic memes, and I explored places like the Manosphere that reviewed real world consequences for this type of misogyny. Misogynistic memes are most commonly found on platforms like Reddit, Instagram, and Discord, and especially in male-dominated communities, obviously. A lot of these memes, they mock women's intelligence, bodies, or rights, and they always have a front of irony or sarcasm to try and downplay the misogyny by just saying it's humor, it's edgy humor. With the idea of memetics, it makes memes into cultural genes. They compete for attention and replication. But memes, they don't survive because they are true or useful, but because they are more so catchy. They are described as cultural parasites. When a meme is funny, it spreads. When it flatters biases or plays into people's emotions, it can spread even faster, and even if it's dangerous. Humor is what's often used to mask this misogynistic, radicalized ideology, and it kind of just becomes a radical loophole for hate speech, because people can kind of just say it's just a joke and then not really have to face backlash for their actions. Other than just humor, these type of memes can spread, especially online, because it can target algorithms, and also the idea of being anonymous can promote putting things into the world that you wouldn't say with your full face. Vulnerable or angry young men often see memes that blame women for their problems and will gradually pull them into these toxic communities, just this slow process of radicalization. And again, anonymity can remove consequences and allow users to attack women freely. And in online spaces like the Manosphere, memes do more than just express ideas. They build this community, groups of incels or groups like the Proud Boys. They often use memes to define in-groups and out-groups and glorify this idea of alpha masculinity, which is mostly just used to promote violence. They aren't just jokes, they're steps to a real world full of hate. Ultimately, this is not just about memes and misogyny. It's about how digital culture pertains to young people and how it can make them laugh at oppression and become separated from this idea of oppression that was so wide and big before, and narrows it down to just this small community that people find themselves in, especially these young boys. This laughter, it can lead to normalization. While some argue that these type of memes are harmless or too ambiguous to be censored, evidence definitely suggests otherwise. We've seen this in multiple mass shootings, in which case you can link them back to these online communities that promote hate toward women specifically, and especially toward other marginalized communities.